evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. Welcome to the Dani Show on HamiltonRadio.net, stream HR1. We're in our home studio tonight. We are so glad to have Kendra Erika back. You're going to be regular on the show. You know that, right?
What?
I said you are going to be like a regular on this show.
Oh, well, I love going where everyone knows my name, so.
Well, I'm glad I could give you that publicity because you definitely deserve it. You do so much for everyone. You're constantly always giving back. If I didn't even check out your social media for 4 days, I'd see every single post of people tagging you of what you've done or what you're doing next.
It's interesting that people are carrying the latest and greatest for me when I'm not when I'm not readily able to post for myself.
No, most definitely. And I think it's also the fact that you just have so much going on, but you're very confident about it and you can get everything done. So that's another huge part of you being you.
Confidence is only
half of
it. Half the battle, really.
Sure,
but it's not just confidence. It's just there's this like innate knowing that whatever you can set your mind to,
mm-hmm.
and you can accomplish, because like everything in this world that is of an applicable sense. I mean, everything is mental. So
yes, it is, but it's different for different variations of music out there that you do, and especially for your bubblegum music. I saw that in one of your posts.
Oh, well, I was referring to the music that I was making back when I was in my youthful teens, because I was influenced by, when I was growing up, by the Britneys, Christinas. I mean, I'm still influenced by Britney. I'm like that showmanship is just a force to be reckoned with. So, but I was just influenced by all that, and with Disney, the likes of Lizzie McGuire and all that. So yeah, so definitely the music back then was more of that bubblegum flavor, but now it's chill. Now it's like minty fresh, and I appreciate the evolution that I've had or experienced in order to get to that point.
Well, secretly, I know that you recently had just posted on your Instagram as well. It was a song called Temptation that you had done. Is that fairly new, or is this something that you were just recapping?
I was just recapping. I was doing a throwback Thursday post, and I wanted to re-exhibit that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that song. That's gold. My dad was like, he's like, I want that song now. He was like, is that new?
I did that about like a couple of years. It was definitely before Kung Fu Flu.
Okay.
So it was like a couple of years ago, but just for like where we're at in the world and everything with like spirituality, like I wanted to post that to be like, yo, this is a kind of a biblical twist on something.
Yes, but I see what you do in your videos. Like I could see right through it to the point where I'm just like, how we are. So it's like when you watch a video like that, it's like, okay, I see what she did there. That's epic. That's pretty, So,
I mean, just like all the rest of them do, they're obsessed with like symbols. So I wanted to lay it in and season my own symbols.
Those are your symbols
that are of a more divine nature.
So now that the world has opened up a little bit more for yourself, how busy do you feel like you have gotten? Do you feel like you are constantly, I know you said earlier, you feel like you're a busy bee, right? You're constantly flowing and moving, like you're in different states like day by day, or how does it like work with your schedule mostly?
So I'm going back to the schedule I was on, or the sort of adrenaline mojo, or just schedule in general that I was on pre 2020, which is every month or twice a month. Even I would be, somewhere, like constantly going every month, like being whether it be Los Angeles, New York, Vegas, wherever wherever the wind took me.
Yeah.
So that is now more frequent, and that's making more of a comeback in my day to day or month to month drive right now.
Which is nice because it's kind of like you get a feel for, maybe something that you had missed in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know how long it would have been gone, or it's just the fact that you're broadening out your horizons. You have different stuff that you can do, different photo shoots, different stuff that you can put out there, whether it's new music, or I know Broadway just had opened up, so it's like a lot is going
Yeah.
on. So
Um, yeah, just always being on the go, experiencing new environments, even though it may be a familiar environment to begin with. Because I go back and forth from here in LA all the time, but each um, each time I'm there, it's a different experience, and different material is pumped out because of that.
yeah,
That's I mean, everything that I've really done, I've been immersing myself in which in the moments that are laid out for me.
I think it's also the fact that you get a chance to, maybe there was stuff behind the scenes that you didn't get to see or be
Mhm.
a part of. And especially a lot of it is within your music. It's your reach with your audience, your listeners. It's with when you want to create new music.
Mhm.
So I think it's just a different change for you, which is also nice because it's like you got a little break, and now you're gonna you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, and I love that feeling, because with the self awareness of me being so flighty, I'm like, I can't be stagnant for too long, because then one one I get in my own head, and then which isn't, which can be productive if used like correctly, or
Yeah.
like in a benevolent standpoint. But it's so much better to be on the go, feeling like you're making moves, and knowing that steps are being made, and that the ladder is being built to climb. So, and it's what I've always said, like, my favorite form of exercise is hiking, because I like the climb, I like the challenge, and also you get to see new views. You get to experience, and just put yourself in a position to see it as things from all angles.
Well, hiking is different and fun,
Yeah.
but if you're getting a chance to explore and, like you said, see things, different horizons, or all
And
around.
speaking of hiking, so, and also temptation, when I when I filmed that video,
Yes.
all those forest shots,
Hmm.
that was like a 30-minute hike to get to that, to where the waterfalls were, and the streams, and in
Hmm.
that in like deep into that woods. It was a 30-minute hike, and I was wearing hiking shoes, but with that outfit that you saw in that video.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I was hiking along, and of course you see regular hikers with Lululemon or Fabletics, or just where? And here I come with my, and it's only, and I filmed this in July, and I'm not even taking into consideration the heat at this point because it was in California. But yeah, it's like it's July, it's not Halloween yet.
Yeah, that's true. You did post it,
So I'm like, no, but like while I was filming it, I'm like, I'm hiking in this costume right now. How wild is
dedicated are you? That's what you should be saying. Look how dedicated you are. If people do not know how dedicated you are, they have to watch the video.
Yeah, they do. And also I was handling a snake there as well.
Yeah. Was that real? Or was it animation? Or like, okay.
It was a real snake. The snake's name was Butterscotch, and I was like, I hope that your personality is like a butterscotch. So just please.
You are conquering your Britney right there. Did you try holding it like over your shoulders like Britney did?
Oh yeah, there's a spot in the video that shows the snake is scarfed around me. And I was fairly comfortable with the snake only because I had previously been a part of a film project where I was like I was like a snake girl hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
So they had and snakes were incorporated into this sci-fi thriller. So and I was dealing with snakes and so I built that level that level of comfort with with handling snakes. And it's, they're actually very docile creatures if fed amps or like an ample amount before filming. But
was it somebody's snake, or did you guys just have to like find a snake for the shoot? Because I know within that music video you can tell how biblical it was supposed to be, but it seems like you were just trying to capture Adam and Eve most likely with the deception of the snake for that video.
Yeah, well, the snake was like I said, a symbolic significance because I wanted it to be like the Adam and Eve story, and what better way to complete that story profile, but have a snake be a part of it, because that's the snake was that like I said, that pivotal symbol to legitimize or complete the whole story arc.
Yeah.
So
Bible, yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely wanted a snake, and I didn't want it to be CGI'd or any sort of animate or I didn't want it to be animated by any means. So I wanted a legitimate creature. So, but we found a snake handler, and or the production crew did, and yeah, then Butterscotch fell onto the set.
Were you scared to hold her or him at first, or did you know you can do this?
I knew I could do it. It had been like a couple years since that film project, so there was a smidgen of trepidation of going back into this, but then it's like muscle memory, and just knowing that the snake is going to do its thing. So you just have to trust it. Don't radiate any sort of energetic apprehension. So just keep your cool.
Because another thing is now in 2021, technically for Halloween, you could do "I'm a Slave for You," dress up as Britney with the snake.
I could. I'll have to go to the.
You know what costume you're gonna do this year?
I have a few, like a handful ideas. I wanted to do Katniss Everdeen.
Okay.
From Hunger Games.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
One, because we have the same initials, KE. And also we're all about finding justice for the people and going against tyranny a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So I um that was one of the statement costumes I wanted to do. But I have about a week left now to really solidify my choice. The other ones were taking advantage of my hair. I had Mary Jane from Spider-Man in mind. I also had Kim Possible.
Wow, that would actually be perfect because you're
Kim Possible. I mean, I grew up watching that series. So, but yeah, and then another one was that would be Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. So, because
yeah.
yeah, so either one of those. I mean, or I may just end up going as whatever on that day. It like it all depends on like the mood I'm in.
That too, but Kim
Yeah.
Possible is always kicking ass. And as the person you are for
Yeah.
wanting to take down people, that's the best person to be. Like, so you should look into that. That's easy. It's just green khakis. You already have the red hair.
Yeah, green khakis. I mean, like I'm already wearing the shirt.
Yeah, you probably just have to order the shirt and it can come to you in like a couple of days on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
I'll help you think of that, something like that for off air. But I wanted to talk about, so I know that you recently had met with one of my good friends, Constantine.
Yeah, I was I think I asked him about you and we were just like going from interview to interview. Or I was like about to and then the interview started, but yeah, no, he's he's Constantine. Like he's Constantine. You know what I'm saying?
He is
Like
known for American Idol, so he has his own stardom as well as you.
Like there's no like there's no like optimal adjective to like describe him. It's just like yes, like rockish,
Yeah.
You have like that like artistically freakish, and then you have fiery. I mean, you just have it's just he's Constantine.
Yes, and the great part about it was, you got a chance to now. Did you know him? Like, did you reach out to him for this duet? Where did this idea come from? Truth.
So my project manager, consultant, partner is good friends with Rob Evan, who has started in Jekyll and Hyde for many years, and he's also spearheaded the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and now he is about to embark on and put on the stage his Rocktopia concert series.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just been like in the belly of Broadway for a while. So, and being that Constantine has definitely, run around the track of Broadway with Rock of Ages, and created a pretty solid name for himself there. Robin and him knew each other, so that's how that was,
Escalated.
That's how that escalated, and that's how that came to a finalization.
So then, kind of, sort of after that, did you get a chance to meet him? Were you guys talking about what song you wanted to do? Because I know previously everybody knows the song from Wicked.
Yeah.
It was like, one of the one songs from like the back end of Wicked. And I don't feel like we've ever heard it as a dance beat before.
So the song choice and the direction was executively mine. I've always been drawn to As Long as You're Mine. I've found it to be such such an intriguing and just powerful song to begin with. And I've always wanted to take it on. So so the song choice was mine, and then when it came time to recording with Constantine, we met and recorded on the same day. So there was no prior meeting. I mean, he did reach out to me on Instagram,
Yeah.
Yeah, a little like, hey, how's it going? Just making those those intricate little intros. But when it came time to the full, like, hello, how are you? This is what we're doing. It was on the same day as production day. So yeah, just like I said, it's just that, like, that spark, and I think we ran with that spark.
Yeah, you can see a spark in that video.
Yeah, so there was like no time to be like, oh, I already know you, already, okay, whatever. Like, we first met each other, and it's like, hey, then we took that energy, and I feel like we just carried it into the studio when creating and masterfully putting this together.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell you guys are vibing together, but even the opportunity, getting a chance to work with him, has to feel like $100,000. It has to make you feel so great, and he's just so sweet. When I had a chance to meet him and everything. I mean, seriously, the first time I met him was at a chiller convention, Kendra, in Parsippany, New Jersey. I recently had gone up to him, asked for a picture. He hugged me so tightly. I jumped in his arms. And made my mom and dad take a picture of that moment, and I'm just like hugging him, and my butt is like falling back, but he's holding me. He's just the sweetest and very, very charming, as you know.
Yes, the charm level definitely is a perk.
I think that's also amazing in the video for you guys. Like, you both have charm in both the video, and it honestly, even if it's not supposed to look flirtatious, it looks super flirtatious and adorable and sweet. So you guys did really well there, and hopefully he's a good friend of yours too, because he's such a sweet person. What he's done. So
yeah, like, I feel like we have a similar approach to performing. So I think just putting that parallel energy in the studio was paramount. So
it is, and it's nice. It's nice for us listeners to watch it and listen and just kind of get a feel for both of you guys, because I mean, your voice is beautiful, as we always know, but then you hear his voice in the second, like, hook, and it's more of like, oh my God, and it blends so beautifully, and it's so amazing. I swear to God, the first time you heard me watching and listening to it, I sent it to you. I listened to it in Shannon's car the third time. My girlfriend.
Yeah. I remember getting that text, and I'm like, oh, they're lit listening to that song right now.
I was like, we have it on repeat, and then I showed my mom and dad, and I was like, this is just amazing. So I'm so happy for you when you have releases and stuff like that. It's just something that I want to help you with promotion. I want to be there to help you, guide you, because I kind of can't do that, but it's such a beautiful take that you put on the song. And then my other favorite part is when you guys just got the chance to make it a dance beat. I mean, with any song, you can change it up any way you want. Whose idea was that? Was that your the producers? Yours.
Well, because and I'm sure, and we've been talking about this, but the Phantom of the Opera track that or spin that I did,
Yes.
Now Damon Sharp produced that one, the Phantom of the Opera track. And I had originally presented him that because, as you know, the title track of Phantom of the Opera, the basis of it is like 80s pop, like dun 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 dun, dun, like it has that
the
feel
best part is when you hear the intro. Dun, 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 dun. You know?
There's just like this like 80s just anthemic like edge to it. And I was like, what if, because I did this with self-control. I'm like, what if I add like if I sprinkle and sign it with my own, house, signature and sound. So I presented to Damon, and he listened to it, and that's what he came back with me on that track, and then I just did the vocals. But I saw so much further potential in other Broadway songs in not in kind of like re-sculpting them in the way that I would want to perform them. So I did the same with As Long As You're Mine, and Giuseppe D was the producer that was sent to me along with some others, but I went with him, one because we've known each other for a couple of years, so establishing, like, having that rapport is super important, because when you have that rapport, people then can, especially creatives, they can feel what you're all about, and they can just channel that. So that was one of the reasons. And two, I've heard his previous work, and I felt like he was the guy for the project, because he just adds so much like zest and in like heartbeat into what he produces. So that was the what's it called, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will, on moving forward with him. But no, it came out stellarly. So I'm
excited to see what else you're going to be dropping. Now, did you recently, I know you dropped Phantom of the Opera because Broadway recently had just opened up, or Phantom of the Opera might have opened up, or was that something towards Halloween as well?
Could be.
So with that response means you have more stuff coming before Halloween.
Could be.
I could read you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Phantom of the Opera made its resurgence, which is like, thank God for that. Because not only it allows for the cast and creatives to get back to doing what they love, but also, keeping a classic alive. That's all that we can really ask for, is to keep classics alive, and to keep those fabrics,
I know what exactly,
still flying.
So Kendra, one of the people that are actually in the chat that my dad is showing,
okay,
you have a song called A Song of Hope?
I do.
Okay.
I do have A Song of Hope.
Okay. So he is asking if there's a way he can make it a theme song, but also have your rights for it, for one of the shows here on Hamilton Radio.
Sure. Let's put that into motion.
Good. Okay. So when I find out more information, I'll let you know. But that's not like he's randomly just saying, "Ask her, Dani." You're probably reading it. You're like, well, "What is she gonna ask me?"
Yeah, because I saw that pop up, and I was trying to read it very quickly. But yeah, no, A Song of Hope. It's a very universally and pulling song and relatable on all fronts of causes. So it's just a song too that ignites unity.
Yeah, well, it sounds like as long as he has your rights for it, or he has to get rights, I don't know if that has to be like paperwork or something signed. He wants to see if he can make it a theme song part of like opening of a show. So
yeah.
So I think that's exciting. See, look, you get different stuff happening.
Sounds song of dope to me.
Now I wanted to also ask you regarding with Broadway. Do you feel like you'd ever want to be on Broadway as well, even though you are a singer?
I just had this conversation yesterday.
I didn't ask you it.
No, and things are like little seeds are being planted. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I know that would be amazing. Hopefully it will be Zoom and I can watch because I can't be in the audience, as you know. Or you can send me a secret link.
That shall soon change.
Okay. How sweet of you. That is how. Okay. And what about, I know for sure you definitely probably love acting because you do it a lot in your music videos.
Mm-hmm.
What about dancing? I've never seen you dance.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, well, come down to Florida so that you can actually come to clubs with me.
Is that my invite? Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because DeSantis wants people to have fun.
Florida is probably the best state to be in right now.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering because regarding Broadway, I mean, it's normally singing, dancing, acting.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I've worked with a handful of choreographers. I when I opened for Jason Derulo, I did a whole show with backup dancers. And actually before COVID, I was working with a pretty like hefty team of dancers because I was about to go on a tour, pre all of this. So when that happened, I was like,
something.
I was like, something bigger is coming my way. So
what about this? Can you be on Dancing with the Stars?
Could I be?
Mm-hmm. Technically, you're a star.
I could perform my music on there as like a music guest.
Well, you can dance as a contestant too.
I could. I actually I was over in my parents' house last night because there were a few songs that came my way that just for practicing and refurbishing and polishing the instrument. But as I was leaving, they were glued to Dancing with the Stars, and it's really interesting. Like I find myself just like tuning in when I can to things now. I'm like, because I'm not so much as like, oh, I need to like religiously watch this or watch that. But as far as Dancing with the Stars goes, I mean, I could compete as a dancer, but I could. So and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I could.
Okay. So that means we have more things in the future coming.
More things in the more things in the vault. It's no longer an arsenal, it's a vault.
Vaults. Okay.
Yeah.
So we learn how to speak differently when I'm with you. That's really exciting. So besides a lot going on with your music, do you have any other promotions and appearances happening?
I have
that you can talk about. She's quiet now.
I'm trying to, because you know what it is. It's the holidays are approaching, so that just means that the industry will be on a little bit of a pause for the holiday season. However, I will be in Los Angeles very soon. I'm guessing in about like a week or two to go in for production for a new video I'm coming out, and also recording some pretty banger status tracks that will be pumped from a team in London. So, and I'm just doing the vocal side and with my producers out in LA. But that's what I have. That's what I have coming around the
Good.
river bend.
Are you looking to do anything holiday wise, like release more music or signals or anything going on Christmas wise?
I may put out like one holiday friendly, just little blurb or song, dance, whatever the case may be. But the holidays coming up right now are going to be used for just super gearing up for 2022 and making sure that 2022 is the I leave no stone unturned, and I leave a trail of fire and smoke behind me. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I hope it's like that too, because
yeah.
really, really hope it is like that too.
Yes.
Oh, so scary.
Listen, and I have to say this across the board, but because this relates to everyone, I feel. But whenever you feel or hear something that sparks uncertainty and fear, just know that is not true. That is not real. That is confusing energy, and we all know who rules confusing energy.
No, what Kendra's telling you. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You said, but yes.
Yeah, that is anything that just feels like it doesn't add up. It's not what's actually going on.
I wish I saw it from your perspective, your point of view.
Well, it's just that I still tell myself the same thing. I'm still like, okay, whenever I hear something, especially my mom, who likes to listen to ABC News, and then she just likes to be like, well, if you go to London, there's a freaking Delta variant, and I'm like, okay, take a step back. Take a step back. How about unplug the box? And
Might be for all social media though too, especially Facebook.
She's like, well, Ed Sheeran just got the freaking variant because he was with the royal family, and I'm like, Ed Sheeran is fine. They are fine. It is okay. Like,
I do want to say regarding though practically what's on the news is there's a lot of distractions going on, whether it was with the thing on TikTok killing or now it's Alec Baldwin. It's like literally every week there's a new story on the cases.
Yeah, well, that's how they keep the sheep interested.
She talks like that. She knows that.
Yeah, that's how they keep the sheep interested. And in that, like, in this like hex. By constantly I'm currently watching WandaVision, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of similarities here.
Chris loves that show. Is it symbolism? Because it's Disney.
Yeah, well, it's keeping people like in a hex or state of just like one track mind thinking, and that's why like there's so many distractions, like with the Gabby Petito story. Like, honestly, if the media wasn't reporting any of this, like, would things actually be happening? You know, it's like if a tree fell in the woods and no one was there to witness it, did it make a sound? It goes back to that whole thing. But yeah, there are a lot of distractions out there, especially with keeping people like with something to talk about other than what's actually going on. like from lunch tables across the country and dinner tables across the country. It's like, so did you hear on the news? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? And it's only to keep people from like congregating to actually having like similar neuropathic connections, because when people come together there's a consensus built. That's why whenever I was collaborating with people virtually over Zoom or remotely, it took longer for songs to be written because you weren't in the room with them.
Yeah, well, or you have to disinfect everything when you go in the room.
Yeah.
With that being said, shortly, when we get off air, we'll definitely discuss more because I know you want to for sure. Because you're like, I've been waiting. I have so much to tell you.
That's just the nature of who I am.
But I guess it's the fact that I'm just so excited that you have so much coming on, whether it's new music or just any other, events or places that you're going to. As long as you stay safe and you're safe, and you're careful for everything,
Yeah.
you have a lot going on. And I'm just excited for, new music. Now, do you think as well with because as you know, Facebook has blocked the Phantom of the Opera because of copyrights. How do you have it? Like, how can people find it? Is it MP3?
It's actually, you can find it on YouTube. If you just type in Kendra Erika Phantom, it'll pop up.
Okay, you have to do that because I want him to get it. You should play it for Halloween.
What is it?
Her version of Phantom of the Opera.
Sure.
Yeah, you should play. He plays a Halloween playlist right now in October.
Okay, well, make sure that you have no like fine china or any like or any crystal glasses, because when that high note comes around, it's a little
it's gonna break. Just so you know.
When
Not half of our dishes.
When that high note be coming around the mountain.
We use paper plates, he said.
Oh, well then you're safe.
We're good.
We're good. So yeah, I definitely want to make sure we get that. Now, I just want you real quick to give out your social media where people can find you, and then I want to talk about your merchandise before we go.
So my website is KendraErika.com. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Kendra Erika Music, on Instagram at Kendra Erika, Kendra Erika on TikTok, as I like to call it, the CCP app. And you can also just Google me and find what I have pumping through the gates. So.
Well, I want to let you know, since you had given me the autograph and the hat was nice to look at, but Chris took it. He loves it so much, and he loves to support you.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so appropriate. I'm like, it's so appropriate for what we're going through.
It's okay. The fact is, it was just so sweet that you did that. I mean, I love the autograph. It was very sweet because you personalized it and everything. Mm-hmm. But it was the fact that as soon as I received the package, I was actually excited to just put the hat on my head for a minute, and then he comes in and it just.
It's sort of like you just wanted to get like the sorting hat feeling, like the Harry Potter sorting hat feeling. It's just like, who am I?
But he rocks it, and he looks adorable in it, and I love that. He likes wearing it, and he
all
wants
about it.
Yes, I mean, he, as you know, he wore it the other day, and I posted it to show you and to share it. Now he wears it constantly, and I'm just like, crap! I'm being attracted to you in hats. This is not okay. So
he's the Mad Hatter.
So I wanted to just go over to your merchandise. People can purchase that online on your website.
They can find it on the merchandise section of KendraErika.com. Yeah.
And what type of merch do you have besides hats?
I have hats so far, and I have other merchandise being made for for the new year.
Okay, because I would love a hoodie. So I'm wondering if you're gonna have hoodies.
Maybe.
Okay, you are so not slick. Yes, because and then the nice part would be it could say KE, and on the back it could say your real name. Just
It could, or it could say "Let's go, Brandon."
So you're basically gonna have your stuff on your clothes, and people won't even know. I mean, technically, that's how Target and Walmart are. Pizza's everywhere, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kendra, I love it. Well, I am so happy and excited for you for what is to come. I really don't know what that sound is.
Oh, those are just my notifications coming through.
Okay, because he keeps looking at me every time I hear it, and he closed the other tabs on the computer because he thought it was something.
Oh my god, I'm making y'all go nuts over there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just keep hearing it when I'm talking, and I'm like,
what is that? Is that coming from us? Like, I'm so sorry to like do indirect gaslighting to you guys. Like,
she said gaslighting.
I'm so sorry.
I would love to see, even if it's this year or if you have time for it, maybe you can do a Christmas like single, whether it's your own or a cover. Because we'd love to play that on the station too. He does a whole Christmas playlist for the whole year, month of December. So
I like to hear "Let's Go, Brandon" song too.
Okay. We don't need to do that right now. We don't do that to her. Not on air. But yes, so that would be something that would be just really exciting and different. And I'm sure a lot of viewer followers and viewers and fans, family would love that too, because it's in the month of December. You know, we're all scouting the internet in December to try to find other artists that are singing Christmas songs. So it kind of would be nice if I have somebody that like does that. So.
Listen, Christmas time is my favorite time of year. Like, it's
your favorite holiday.
It just calms me. Like, it really does. And just the sense it brings back so many like cherished memories, and it just overall it just puts this warm like blanket over me, and I just, it's one of my favorite times of year. So
it's beautiful. Yes. Oh, John said you should do "Baby It's Cold Outside." Constantine.
Is that appropriate because of Me Too? Like,
yeah, right. Did they ban that song still on the radio?
Is that appropriate? Because like, if it's not, then I'll just have to wear a white flower at the VMAs, and take a stance.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Kendra, I really love talking to you. You know that. Thank you so much for sharing what's going on in your life, what's going on right now. And you're also excited as of right now that Broadway has opened back up. I mean, it was a hard struggle for a lot of actors and singers out there, you know?
Oh my god. When the whole world just came to a screeching halt, like it was like what is closed right now? And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, Broadway's closed. Oh my god, live venues are closed. Oh my, like, it just,
concerts are closed.
Yeah. You just like think about everything that closed, and it's like, as much as Broadway is so like timeless in and of itself, it's like that was affected too. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, it affected a lot of people, or people probably were still practicing until it opened back up, which is still very sad.
Yeah,
so the jobs that they had lost. So in the city,
so true.
Very well. Thank you so much for being here. I love having you. When you have new music, let me know. Just reach out to me, and as always, we want to play you here on the station. So make sure you
absolutely. You'll be the first to get the new shotguns,
the new merchandise, the new everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for being here. I had a blast having you, everyone. Make sure you guys tune into my show tomorrow. I have somebody from High School Musical. His name is Bart Johnson. He is the father of Troy Bolton in High School Musical. And I'm really excited to share the spotlight with him for 30 minutes of his busy schedule. And I'm really excited. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Kendra, stay on. And